Powered by Reviting, streaming from the Reviting Digital Studio. It's the David Daily. Exploring frontier technology, artificial intelligence, quantum innovation, and the intersection of faith, funding, and the future. Here's your host, David Goecke.
Welcome to the David Daily Show. I'm David Goecke, your host. I'm excited to be here on Monday, December 15th. We've got a lot of news to get through today, so let's get after it. If you're tuning in again, thank you for your patience. Technical difficulties are always so real. So markets are opening today with cautiousness around AI valuations. In fact, global markets begin the week with cautious sentiment as investors reassess AI-driven valuations, while long-term optimism remains. Short-term volatility reflects concerns around earnings, rates, and execution. Analysts make a shift toward fundamentals over hype, and the market tone signals a more selective phase for AI investments. Very interesting to see what's going on in the news this week with respect to markets opening up on this Monday morning. We've got markets open this morning. Secondly, big tech is adjusting as well. They're adjusting 2026 capital spending plans. Major technology firms are redefining capital expenditure plans ahead of the 2026 calendar year. Investments remain heavy in artificial intelligence infrastructure, data centers, and chips, but with increased discipline. Leadership teams are emphasizing efficiency and return on investment. This marks a maturation phase in AI spending cycles. It's so interesting to see how the news is adjusting to the newness of the season. And we see actually the semiconductors are also responding. Supply chains continue to rebalance the semiconductor computing market. Here's a graph. You can see that entire market. And we're actually seeing that chip makers and suppliers are navigating a recalibration of global demand. In fact, advanced AI chips remain constrained while legacy components are being focused on, and governments are continuing monitoring export controls and domestic manufacturing incentives. Supply chain strategy remains a board level issue. What an interesting topic. Our fourth segment here is focusing on enterprise software shifting towards actually an AI native platform. These are workloads that are coming in, as you can see here, where enterprises are accelerating moves away from bolt-on AI tools towards AI native platforms. Vendors focusing on workflows, intelligence, and automation are growing in demand. They're seeing lots of demand for AI native platforms. Chief Information Officers, CIOs, prioritize systems that reduce complexity. The trend favors integrated, outcome-driven solutions. And in other news, we're also seeing that the crypto markets are stabilizing after recent volatility. In fact, digital asset markets show signs of stabilization following weeks of sharp movement. Remember, this is not financial advice. Institutional participation remains selective. Regulatory clarity continues to influence sentiment, and crypto remains tied closely to broader risks across the entire market itself. And that, my friend, wraps up our David Daily Show current events segment on the David Daily for December 15th. We're so incredibly thankful that you're here. I've got my Harvard shirt on and my Clay Crow hat. The full fit is on TikTok. Would love to have you over there. So after our current news, we go right into a quantum topic section. And today our quantum topic is about quantum and frontier systems update. So hybrid quantum classical systems continue to lead real-world progress. Check our previous episodes this week where we talk about these quantum topics. Researchers are improving qubit stability and readout reliability, enabling longer experiments. Frontier infrastructure discussions increasingly include nuclear energy and advanced cooling considerations. Of course, quantum progress remains incremental but strategically important. And that is our quantum topic for December 15th, episode 15. Next, we have our AI and faith talking point. Across belief systems, leaders are engaging artificial intelligence through a lens of responsibility and stewardship. Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, secular, and agnostic thinkers converge on the need for ethical guardrails. The shared concern centers on preserving human dignity, leadership, clarity becomes essential as intelligent systems scale. Of course, we want to see intelligent systems scale, and we love to see that. Our final segment on the show is my personal favorite. It's an anchor segment. It's called Beyond the Bag. And today's Beyond the Bag segment, I have a very specific thing. This is a specialty charger, and it has a USB port and a USB Type-C port on it. This is my Beyond the Bag. I take this with me everywhere I go. It has a light on it showing you that it's charging, and you can charge both your USB port as well as your Type-C ports. Thank you so much. And at this point, if we had a guest on the show, we would bring the guest on the show at this point. But today, it is just a current events show. Tomorrow, we'll most likely have a guest. Definitely this week, we have 2 guests scheduled. I'm so incredibly excited for these mystery guests. Please watch the feed on all major platforms. We will show you exactly what's coming to a show near you. We're streaming live across 7 platforms today, which is incredible. Thank you to the Reveting team, to the administrators, and our videographers behind the scenes, all the producers. Thank you so much for making this show possible. Cannot believe that we're already at 15 episodes. We're going to continue to go strong on the David Daily Show each and every day, coming to you strong. And of course, if you're tuning in for the first time, please post in the comments. Would love to see who is tuning in, where you're tuning in from, what you're watching. We know that we have a load of people on Facebook watching, over 500 views this week, primarily of 45 plus, which is great. Also on LinkedIn, we are seeing actually an increase of senior technologists working at large big tech firms with over 10,000 employees. So if that's you, thank you for tuning in daily to get your news. We love that you're watching. Also, whether you're in New York City or you are in Seattle, thank you for following the news here, the current events on David Daily. And of course, on YouTube Live. We are on YouTube Live. Thank you for the YouTube. Love to see people showing up on YouTube. Of course, Twitch, X, Instagram, and Kick, as well as none other than TikTok. So we are now streaming across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 platforms simultaneously. Love that. Of course, TikTok Shop is the best. TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop. We love to see TikTok Shop on the TikToks. And that wraps up our show for the day. Happy holidays, 10 days till Christmas. By the way, happy Hanukkah to all of my Jewish friends out there. It is a wonderful day to be rested, to be reflective, and to be rejuvenated today. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern.